Welcome to MFTS 211 Manufacturing Processes. I'm Professor Odell. I'll be your instructor for this course. I can be reached by email at r.odell@hvcc.edu. Feel free to email me with any questions you have about the material in the course, how the course works, or any other questions you have. Because it's a 6-week semester, I will get back to you within 12 hours on weekdays. On weekends, I'll get back to you by Monday. This course will cover manufacturing processes other than machining. So we're not going to go back and learn all the different parts, the lathe or the mill or any of that stuff. We're going to be looking at things that exist out in industry that we can't necessarily get our hands on in the school. The first part of the semester, we're going to look at materials we haven't dealt with before. We're going to look at polymers, elastomers, and composites. So plastics, rubber bands, and fiberglass, right? We're going to look at the materials themselves, and then we're going to look at some of the processes that are out there. Some of them I'm sure you've heard of before, things like injection molding. We're going to look pretty deep into that kind of technology. In addition, we're going to look at some of the non-traditional machining processes that aren't really non-traditional anymore. Things like EDM came out in the 1940s, but by now they've sort of taken over the die-making industry. Wherever shops need them, they exist. So they're out there, you'll run into them in a lot of big shops and a lot of specialty shops. So we'll talk about things like EDM. We'll take a look at plasma, we'll take a look at water jets, all sorts of different technologies. We're also going to go back a little toward metallurgy, and we're going to talk more about casting processes and forging processes. This summer course will last 6 weeks. So we've compressed 15 weeks into 6 weeks, right? I'm not going to make the class more complicated by giving you 2 different days worth of assignments, okay? So I'm not going to give you an assignment Monday and then another Wednesday. Everything is going to be pushed out on one day of the week. It'll be due that same day, the next week, and all the assignments will be in there, okay? So as soon as you get it, you'll know exactly how you need to manage your time for that whole week. Day of the week for this class will be Wednesday. So the class starts on Tuesday, May 26th. I'll have an orientation module just to get comfortable with the syllabus, things like that. And then the actual assignments will be posted Wednesday. You'll have a whole week to complete them. Most of you already have a little bit of experience with Blackboard, so it shouldn't be too big of a deal. The final exam will be posted on Wednesday, July 1st. It'll be due Thursday, July 2nd, the last day of the class, okay? Modules will consist of several different things, okay? Every module isn't going to have this in its entirety, but there'll be videos, PowerPoints, assigned readings from the textbook, assigned readings from other textbooks and internet sources, written assignments. So these will be your project. I'll have something for you to research and write a paper, turn it in through Blackboard. That'll be 20% of your grade. And then assessments, which if you've used Blackboard before, you know they're simpler than having to write down on paper and turn it in to me, right? It gets graded automatically and you're done. You know what your grade is. All work is going to be assigned and turned in through Blackboard. Grading will be as follows: 40% for your final exam, 40% for assignments, 20% for projects. There's probably only going to be one, so make sure you don't slip on that, okay? It's 20% of your grade. It won't be graded very harshly. I just want to see that you put through the work to go learn something interesting. So keep a lookout on Blackboard for assignments this week. Feel free to contact me, and I hope you enjoy what we have in store for this semester.